Hey, it's Audrey, Stitchy Witch 42. How you doing? It's Monday. It's Monday. June something. First Monday in June. I don't know what today is, okay? Last week when I did my video, I said that I needed to organize stuff on my desk, and you see a little bit of it there. There's more. But everybody replied, yeah, you wanted to see an organizational video. Well, I'm going to show you part of it this week because I am not going to get it done today. Not. So, last week, I think it was either Thursday evening or Friday morning, I was looking on Instagram and I saw Lori, Mischievous Stitches. Love that lady. She posted 3 pictures of how she has her stuff organized. If you're on Instagram, stop this video, go find her pictures, and look at them so that you can have an idea of what I'm talking about. If you're not on Instagram or you don't want to go do that, I'm going to describe those 3 pictures to you. So in the first picture, she has a 3-tier bookshelf, and it had project bags lined up. 3 shelves. And it looked like they all had something in them because they weren't flat. They looked like they had something in them. The second picture shows another bookshelf, and she has those plastic magazine holders, and she had a row of those full. And then underneath that, she had a row of notebooks, and I don't know what was in the notebooks, and I don't remember what was on the third shelf. But the third picture, looks like she's got one of those long, side-to-side, wide closets. And I counted 15 bins. And in these bins, she has her patterns stacked up, one behind the other. 15 bins. Prepare to be underwhelmed. Just saying. Hold on a moment. Okay, I'm going to start with my magazines. She has a whole row of these. On my Hobbit door, I've shown you before, the sides open up. And in here, I have 2 of these. 2 of them. And they're not full by any means. This one only has 5 magazines in it. I think the other one has maybe 7 or 8 more. I subscribed to Just Cross Stitch for 1 year, I think it was. And you know me, I stitch Halloween. They don't do Halloween 12 months out of the year. I don't know why. Because there's others out there like me who would like Halloween 12 months out of the year. Just saying. So I have 2 of these. And they seem to be quite happy there. So I'm going to leave them alone. I have stuff piled on the floor and it's driving me just a little bit crazy. Alright, so pause you again so I can turn the camera around and show you the mess that is my desk. This is my desk. Right now it's kind of buried under a variety of things because I want to get things organized in a better fashion than I currently have. So one of the things that I want to do is I want to get my DMC organized. I have 6 of these bins. We all know what they're like. But they're not full because I don't have a full set of DMC. I don't want a full set of DMC. I buy my floss when I need it for a project. And then the leftover ones that are bobbinated go in here with my extra bobbins. I printed up a list of DMC colors, and I know it's not a current list of DMC colors because it made mention in there about not having new colors that were introduced in 2002. So it's a bit out of date, but that's okay. I'm good with that. I'm going to use that list, and I'm going to go through and I'm going to resort these to try to consolidate my DMCs down into a few less of these. I have one of them that has my Krynics in it, and I want to get that stuff organized. I have a stack of stuff that needs to be put away. I have a baggie of floss, a box of new DMC. But this thing, I bought this at Bi-Mart. It is a tool drawer for a guy's shop, which means that women use them too. At least I do. It wasn't the one that I wanted. I couldn't find the one that I wanted. But what I've been using this for is to put my unbobbinated flosses in. And it's got two different size drawers. Well, let's do this. It has one this size. And they're kind of a booger to get out, which I guess if they had tool bits and bobs in would be a good thing. And then they have one this size. And they came with the tags so that you can label what you have in here. And in here right now are all my unbobbinated DMC flosses. I also have a few drawers. I have one here for Threadworks. I have one for Thread Gatherer. I have a little itty bitty one for my weeks. Yeah. I have a couple water lilies, and I have some silks and fuzzies. This needs to get sorted out too. I have a drawer of buttons. Oh, and I have beads. Take the beads out. Beads don't go with the buttons. So, what I have done with the flosses that I have in here, on my phone I have an app called Thread Organizer. I think I paid $2 for the app, and it's really nice because you can go in there and you can list all of your DMC colors in there. You can also list other makers' flosses in there too, and you can even add to them if you have somebody who's not on their list of who they put in the app. So it's really nice. I'm going to go through when I get all of this organized, and I'm going to update my thread organizer on my phone so that I know which DMC colors I have so that I don't go out and buy them again and I use these up. So this is part of my project that I want to get going. When I bought this thing, it was yellow. My plan was to have it up here in the Hobbit library, and to me, while I like all the colors in the rainbow, I'm not overly fond of bright, bright yellow. So if you get one of these and you don't like it, go buy some Krylon paint and paint it whatever color you want. I painted this one an olive green because it's in the Hobbit library, and green is a hobbity color. It is. I know, because I said so. So, that's part of my project that I have to work on, is getting my DMCs organized, getting the stuff on my desk put away. Okay, in Lori's video, or pictures, she showed a bookshelf with her project envelopes. These are mine. This is it. Like I said, prepare to be underwhelmed because this is all I have. I have, and I keep them in my basket here, I have my Grinch bag that I bought from Marlene, Stitching by the Lake. It's holding my Grinch ornament that I want to get made. And I've got the fabric for it. It'll be needlepoint. I have the last project bag that I made. The one that I melted when I ironed. I use it. It's functional. I just don't take it anywhere because it's not pretty. I have more stuff to be organized and put away somewhere. I have this lovely bag, which is currently not housing anything. This was the first project bag that I've ever received, and my sister got it for me. It's from So Much to Love, which is... I have this one, which is fantastic, made by Jay, Mortuary Stitches. Love this fabric. She also made a little Notions bag out of the same fabric. I think it's in the Grinch bag. And then I have another one of the bags that I made. This one has got my Witch's Gate in it, because Witch's Gate is in timeout. And those generally sit underneath the desk. I don't think they can get much more organized. I'm telling you, looking at this stuff stresses me out. It does. Because I like to have things neat. I have a tub here. This has got my my scrapbooking stuff. I don't do scrapbooking per se, but my Witch's Magical Book of Brews and Potions that I've been putting my postcards in, I use this paper and some of the things in here to decorate it because I just didn't want plain white paper. So I've been buying stuff, and there's some more paper downstairs on the kitchen table that needs to get put in this because I need to get organized. Seriously, this stresses me out. This is my box of postcards and my Harry Potter stationery for writing to my pen pals. I have a plan for that. We'll get there. My lovely plastic bag that has my Mr. Cross Stitch stuff in it. I should put my baubles in there. And then I have a stack of random fabric and flosses and fabric and patterns and fabric and flosses and fabric and I need to get it put away. I have 4 more bins this size. Currently, one of them is holding my stash of cross-stitching fabrics. And I have more stuff here to go in here, and I think with that stuff in here that this is going to get full. So I have a dresser over here that I think I'm going to move the fabrics into. I'm going to pause the camera, spin it around, and show you the dresser and my ideas. I have this little dresser over here. And sorry, I realize all you're getting is a boob shot of me. ignore this side. Pretend it's not here. Look at the dresser. Okay? Look at the dresser. When I made my Hobbit library, Philip went into the Navy in 2003, and we spent the majority of 2004 changing his bedroom into my Hobbit library and the storage area, which is behind the Hobbit door. But I wanted to have a dresser in here, and I was at a garage sale one day, and I found this one for 10 bucks. It's old, it's creaky, but for 10 bucks, it's not bad. It's got 4 drawers, 2 on the top, and then 2 long ones. The middle one currently is housing all the projects that I have finished so far this year. My Town of Halloween. My Acorn Gathering piece. Halloween and Quilt. I love this piece. My Boot. Wicked Witch by Lottie Daw. Bite me! No, seriously. It's pattern. My Little Kitty Tart. My Wicked Witch Apothecary. So, they're going to stay in here for a while. When I get around to getting Halloween stuff out this year, they will get moved into their permanent storage. But the other 3 drawers are empty, and I'm thinking what I'm going to do is I'm going to use one of the drawers to put all my stationery stuff in so that I have all my pen pal material together. I'm going to use one of the other little drawers to organize my sewing bits and bobs. I have felt and ribbon and rickrack and other stuff. I would like to get away from using the plastic tubs as part of my plan, and I think since I don't have a lot of this stuff, that this will go into this top drawer. My plan is to use the bottom drawer to house my fabrics. After watching Donna Ray's video when she had Pat Ryan guest star, and Pat Ryan was talking about how you should iron your fabrics when you get them, I think that I'm going to do that. I don't like ironing, really don't like ironing, but I'm going to do it because Pat Ryan said to. I do have another tub this size that is full of all the fabrics that I bought for making my project envelopes. But I haven't made one since I melted the other one, the last one. That was in November, December. I don't need a lot of project bags. I showed you what I have. I've got another one sitting on the desk that's empty, and I've got my 2 Marauders Maps ones that I'm using downstairs. So right now, out of all the bags that I have, there's only 4 that have something in it. I don't need more project bags. Doesn't mean I won't make some more at some time, but right now, I want to get this room organized. I want to get it straightened up. So, sorry, I had to take a look there and see if my phone was still recording. My plan is to get this stuff organized to go through my DMCs to get them organized, to get my tool bin box filled with the stuff off my desk, and to get all that stuff listed into my phone app. Like I said, that's Thread Organizer, and I think it cost $2. I want to get my fabrics laid out. I want to get them ironed. I want to get them into the bottom drawer. There's shelf liner in the bottom drawer. Should I leave that in there? Should I take it out? Should I replace it? Give me some ideas, because this is not going to happen today. This is going to be an ongoing project for me. Ideas and suggestions would be helpful. I did buy one of those $30 carts from Michael's. I've seen a lot of people who have them, so you should all know what they are. You buy them and you have to put it together for yourself. It's really nice to have. I've got it here at the end of the desk, and I've got some crafting supplies in it right now, and then I've got other junk piled up in it because it needs to be organized. One of the things that I found for organizing was this lovely little basket at Goodwill. It's, I think it's one of those ones that you use on picnic tables. You know, you have your napkins back here, and then you have your silverware in these 3 bins. But this is metal, and then it's got these wood slats on it, and it's got some weight to it. But it's perfect because I have my spray adhesive in here, and I've got some pins for framing, and I've got my rotary cutter and my craft knife and my nice sewing scissors. And then, because I learned from Vonna, you keep your glue turned upside down in a jar or a glass or something, and I have Coca-Cola glasses downstairs, and I can always find new ones at Goodwill, and it fit. So my glue is there, ready to be used. I have a box here that my sister gave me that I'm going to get the rest of my framing stuff put in. My acid-free tape and my needles that I use, my push pins that I use, because I do the pin and tape method of stretching my fabric on my foam core, or my mat, well, not on my mat board, but on the foam core. In my second tray here, I've got some small bits and pieces of mat board and foam core, and on the bottom I have some Q-snaps. It all needs to be organized. I have a project ahead of me, and obviously it's not going to get done today, but this is where I'm starting with all my stuff. Before I go, I want to show you something that is very, very special to me. It's the piece that usually sits on top of my dresser here. If you look at my dresser here, this is kind of my homage to my kids who are both in the Navy. That's my daughter Erin when she was in basic. This one is my son Philip when he was in basic. The model here is a model of the style of ship that Philip was on. Erin was never on board a ship. She was always land-based. But this is the style of ship that Philip was on. And this little glass doohickey, if I can get that in there, and maybe you can see it. It's one of those holographic images. Oh, that's better. This is the USS Chancellorville. It was the first ship that Philip was stationed on. So this is all my stuff, my homage to my kids for being in the Navy, because I come from a military family. When Philip went into basic, they're sorted into squads. And then each squad had to design their own flag. So everybody within the squad had to submit a design for one of the 2 sides of the flag. And then they were voted on which ones would be used to represent their squad. His squad chose his design for one of the sides of the flag. At the end of basic training, he went to his squad leader and he asked if he could have his side of the flag. And his squad leader told him that usually the flags are destroyed. But he offered to ask the squad to vote on it and see whether or not Philip could bring home his side of the flag for me. And they said yes. So this is the side of the flag that Philip designed. And this is what usually covers my dresser here. When the squad decided that yes, they were going to let Philip bring this home for me, and they took the flag apart, they were nice. They left the fringe on it. I don't know if the guy who designed the other side got to take his home to his mom or not. But this is something that just means the world to me. And it's usually covering my dresser, but because I wanted to show you the dresser and tell you about my ideas for what I want to do in here, I took it off. Currently it's sitting over in my chair with Agatha and Yoda. So, I have shown you my mess. Obviously, compared to Lori, Mischievous Stitches, I don't have very much at all. I warned you last week. I don't have a lot. But right now, it's not organized the way I would like it to be. So my plan is, over the course of this week, to work on this room and see if I can get things suited, better suited to my needs. I do have an armoire in my bedroom that most of these tubs have been sitting in, but again, that's not organized either. They're just all been shoved in there. So, I think this is it for this video. If you have any suggestions, let me know. Should I replace the shelf lining that's in the bottom drawer with something else before I put my fabric in there? Should I put fabric down on the bottom first as a barrier against the fabric? I don't know. Any ideas would be helpful. And when I get all this stuff straightened out and organized to my satisfaction, I will come back and I will show you what I have done. In the meantime, I look at this stuff and I'm stressed, and it's not a lot, but I'm feeling really stressed with what I have and the need to get it situated. So, everyone, have a fantastic day. Stitch all the things, do all the things, give me some suggestions on what you've done to organize your stuff that maybe I can incorporate into what I have, because any help would be so beneficial. That's it for today. I will talk to you all maybe sometime next week. Thursday is the meetup at Acorns and Threads at 1 p.m. If you're in the Pacific Northwest, come on over. We're a bunch of nice ladies. We will sit and stitch the afternoon away. And if you hang out long enough, we might go and have dinner over at McMiniman's afterwards. It's an idea. Think about it. Come join us. See you later. Live long and stitch on, my friends. Bye-bye.